Okay. So we use page replacement algorithms to replace a particular page in the main memory frame. Okay, so there are three types of page replacement algorithms. They are, first one is FIFO, that is replace the oldest page. Second one is optimal, that is replace the page that will not be used for longest time. And third one is LRU, and LRU full form is least recently used. Okay, and this is saying that replace the page that has not been used for the longest time. Okay, and normally we use this one LRU, page replacement algorithm. So this example we just discussed in the last class. So suppose processor requires these pages. Okay, page number 1, 3, 0, 3, 5, and 6 required by the processor. And suppose there are 3 frames available for these pages in the main memory. So number of frame is 3, and these are the pages required by the processor. And initially all the frames are backend. Okay. Now it is asking that find the number of page faults, and I told you that page fault is whenever processor requires a page and that page is not found in the main memory frame, then that is known as page fault. Okay. So here in this case, it is asking that find the number of page faults with this scenario. Number here the pages are given. These pages are required by the processor, and 3 frames are given. Okay. So this is page reference. Page reference means the pages required by the processor. And I told you that 3 frames are used here. So 1, 2, 3, 3 frames are there. Now initially, processor first requires this page number 1. Okay, then 3, then 0, then 3, then 5, then 6, then again 3. So this is the sequence in which processor requires the pages one after the other. So first it requires page number 1. Okay, and initially I told you that all the frames are vacant. Okay, so when it searches in the page table and see that there is no one frame in the available, no pages available in the frame, that means page fault occurs. So that's why it is known as miss. Okay, miss means page fault, means the page is not present in the frame. Why it is not present? Initially all the frames are vacant, I told you. Okay, so here page fault occurs, that is miss. So what to do? You have to bring the page from the hard disk, that is from the virtual memory, and load in the frame. Okay. So number one page, it is brought from the hard disk and loaded here. Okay. Then next it requires page number 3. So page number 3 it will again check here. So page number 3 is not present. So again page fault, that is missed. Okay. So if page fault occurs, what to do? Bring this page number 3 from the hard disk and load here in other backend frame. Okay. So it is loaded here. Then again requires page number 0. So 0 is also not present because only 3 and 1 is present. So it is again miss occurs, miss means page fault. So what to do? Bring page number 0 from hard disk and load here. Okay. Now all the frames are filled. Okay. And next processor requires this page number 3. Now check whether this page number 3 is present or not. Yes, page number 3 is here present. So it occurs. So it means no need to bring from hard disk. So you just use that. So it is used. Okay. So whatever is written here, that is simply copied here. Okay. It is used. Then again, page number required by processor is page number 5. So page number 5, check here whether page number 5 is present or not. So it is not present, that means miss. So miss means what? You have to bring the page number 5 from the hard disk and load here. But here no backend frame is present. So all the frames are filled. So what to do? You have to backend one frame. You have to remove some frames, one frame here. Okay. Now which frame to remove? You have to use this algorithm FIFO, first in first out. So you have to check which pages in this frame have come first. That means which is the oldest one. So among these 0, 3, and 1, we know that 1 is the oldest. Okay, so remove this 1. Okay, so 1 is removed, and here 5 is written in the place of 1. Okay, then next page required is 6. So now check here 6 present or not. 6 is not present, so again miss. So what to do? So bring this page number 6 from hard disk, that is from the virtual memory, and you have to load that in the frame. But here no frame is packet, so you have to again replace some other page. Now among these three, 0, 3, and 5, these are the pages which are the oldest among these three. 3 is the oldest because 5 just came and 0 here came and 3 came from here. So 3 is the oldest now. Now remove this 3. Okay. So in place of 3, you have to write this 6. Okay. The next is this 3. So 3 is required. Now check whether 3 is present or not. No, page number 3 is present here. So you have to again bring the page number 3 from the hard disk and load here, and you have to replace one page from here. So which page to replace? The oldest page. Now among these three, 0, 6 and 5, 0 is the oldest page, so replace the 0 page number. So by replacing this, we write here 3. Okay, so this is the way how page replacement algorithm works. So this is the way how fast in fast out page replacement algorithm works. So here it is asking that find the number of page faults. Okay, so page fault means this miss. So you have to count the number of miss. So you can write miss or you can give tick. Okay, so for miss you can give tick, and for hit you can give cross like that, or you can write here hit miss, or you can write page fault or page fault no page fault like that also you can write. Okay, so you just count number of misses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are total 6 number of misses are there. So total page fault is 6. Okay, so this is how fast in fast out FIFO algorithm page replacement algorithm works, and this is how we can find the number of page faults here. Okay, so here the total number of frames is available frame is 3. Okay, you can try this with the same page reference using 4 number of frames also you can try. Okay, so I have one question to you that if we increase the number of frames, okay, so the page fault will increase or decrease? Can you tell me? If we increase number of frames, so page fault will increase or decrease? Can you tell me? Hello? Can you tell me if we increase number of frames, then page fault will increase or decrease? Hmm?
Decrease.
So it should decrease. Okay, it should decrease. But in some cases, in some situation, the number of page fault is increasing with the increase in the number of frames. Okay, in case of fast in fast out algorithm, FIFO. This is an exception. Okay, in some cases, the number of page fault is increasing even if you are increasing the number of frames. Okay, so this is actually found by a scientist known as Veladi. So he observed this, and this is known as Veladi's anomaly. Okay,
Sir,
Veladi. Yes,
number
yes.
of frames means the number of blocks in
In
that
the main
stack.
memory, in the main memory.
Okay, sir, in the diagram, sir, that there are three frames,
Yes,
right?
3 frames are
Okay,
there.
sir, understood.
Yes, 3 frames are there. Okay. So the number of the main memory is divided into number of blocks, and each block is known as frame. And your virtual memory, it is divided into number of blocks known as pages. Okay, and whenever data required by processor, it actually generates the virtual memory address. Okay, virtual page number. Okay, okay. So frames are there in the main memory and pages are there in the virtual memory, that is hard disk. So pages coming from the virtual memory, it is loaded into the main memory frames, and then frames from the main memory frames, pages are going to the processor for execution. Okay. So in case of fast in fast out, in some situations, if you increase the number of frames, the page fault is increasing. Okay, so this is the exception, and this is known as Veladi's anomaly. Okay, because Veladi, the scientist, observed this. Okay, Veladi anomaly proves that. Okay, so you can check this with this reference string. So you take this reference string. Okay, and for 3 frames and for you apply the FIFO algorithm with this reference string page numbers. You apply the FIFO algorithm for 3 frames and 4 frames. Okay, so when you take 3 frames, you will see the number of page fault will be 9, and if you take 4 frames, the number of page fault will be 10. Okay, so this is Veladi's anomaly. Can you check it? Can you check it? Uh, Are you getting this now? What I am saying? You have understood this? How this page replacement algorithm works?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So can you check this one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just do it fast, very fast. Check it whether the number of page faults are more or less. Means you take these are the pages, and you take a number of frames. First take 3 and then apply FIFO algorithm. Okay, then find the number of page faults, some number of page faults are there. Again, in the next example, you take number of frames 4 and use the same page numbers and apply FIFO algorithm, and then check how many page faults are there. Do it fast. Check whether this is correct or not. In case of 3 it is 9, in case of 4 it is 10. Check. So is that 3210 324 3210 324 324 24 3210 3210 4. Okay. Four and three. So these are the pages. Okay. So you have to first take 3 frames and then you have to take 4 frames. So this is up to 4. Okay, up to 3 frames. For 3 frames, page fault is 9, and for 4 frames, page fault is 10. Did you find that?
Sir, for 4 frames, I am checking.
Huh? In case of 3, how many page fault? 3 frames? 9, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now find for 4 frames. So completed?
Sir, 11 is coming in mine.
हाँ?
11 is coming.
नहीं 10 होना चाहिए, कहीं छोड़ दिए होगे कुछ, देखो ठीक ठीक है. So anyway, it is more than the previous. Okay. Hello. Okay. So any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Or I will move to the next. If you have any doubt, then ask me. Otherwise, I will move to the next. हो गया ना? Okay. So now moving to the next algorithm. Okay. Yeah, this is the example of Bellardi's anomaly. Okay, you can see for this pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is another example. Okay, here you can see with 3 frames 9 page faults and with 4 frames 10 page faults. Okay, you can also try this at home. Okay. The next is least recently used. Okay, so here the page reference string is this 701203042303 and 3, and number of frames is saying that 4 frames are there. Okay, and it is asking find the number of page faults. Okay, now according to this algorithm, least recently used algorithm, it is saying that replace the page which is least recently used. Okay, replace the page which is least recently used. Okay, so now let us see. So the page page reference string is written here. Okay, and then draw the lines, draw the 4 frames here. Okay, draw table for 4 frames. Now you see, first of all, initially all the frames are backend. Now process requires 7. Okay, page number 7. So initially it is backend, so miss. Okay, so page fault. So if page fault occurs, what to do? Bring from hard disk and load here. Then again 0 is required, 0 not there, so miss. So load here. Then 1 is required, so 1 is also not there, miss. Okay, so load here. Then 2 is required, 2 will also not there, so bring 2, load here. Okay, so here we could load because the frames were backend. Okay, now next frame page required is page number 0. Now check whether 0 is present or not. Yes, 0 is present, so no problem, hit occurs, so we can take from processor can take from here. Then next required is 3. Okay, but 3 is not present here. 3 is not present here, so you have to bring page number 3 from the hard disk and load here in some places in the main memory frames. But here no frame is backend, all frames are filled. We have to remove one frame. So which frame to remove? You have to use this policy. Replace the page which is least recently used. Okay, so least recently used means the page is not used recently. Okay, it it was used very earlier, not recently. So how to know that? You just see now we are where? We are here. Okay, so now we have to bring this page number 3 and load here in these frames. No frames are backend, we have to remove someone. Now which one to remove? So we have 2, 1, 0 and 7. So among these 4 pages we have to remove one. So which one to remove? Now you see here
7.
staying here. So how to actually easily know that? You staying here, staying at this point, you see from here, from this point, among these pages 2, 1, 0 and 7, which is away from this, which is far away from this. Now among these 2, 1, 0 and 7, which is away from this, from here?
7, sir.
You see 0, 0 is here, 2 is also here, 1 is also here, 7 is here, very away, very far away. Yes or no? 7 is very far away. समझ रहे हो मेरी बात? जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में बहुत दूर में है उसी को रिमूव करना है. दूर में मतलब क्या है? वो अभी यूज नहीं हुआ है, बहुत पहले यूज हुआ था, ठीक है ना? तो उसको रिमूव करना है. सो रिमूव 7, सो राइट हियर 3. ओके, नाउ next, which page we required by processor? Page number 0. Okay, now check whether page number 0 present or not here. Yes, page number 0 is present, so hit no problem, it will take. Okay, the next page number 4. Page number 4 present or not? No. So it is miss. Okay. So miss means what to do? Bring page number from hard disk and you have to load here, but here all the frames are filled. So what to do? You have to remove someone. Now which one to remove? Now see which is not used recently. Now among these 2, 1, 0 and 3. Now check which is away from this point, this from this 4, which is away, which is more away, far away. 0 is present here, close to this. Then which one? 3. 3 is here present, close to this. Then 0, 3, 0, 3, 2. 2 is here. 2 is here. Then 1. 1 is here. This is far away. Yes or no? 1 is far away from this 4. So we should replace which one? 1.
1.
This page number 1 should be replaced. Okay. So we replace this and write here 4. Okay. Now again, see the next page which is required. Next page required is 2. Okay. Now check whether 2 is present or not. Yes, 2 is present. So hit. It means no problem. It will take. Then again see next page 3. 3 is present. No, yes, 3 is present. So hit. No problem. Then again see next page 0. 0 is also present. Hit. No problem. Then again see 3. 3 present. Hit. No problem. Then 2. 2 is also present. Hit. 3 also hit. So no problem. So now how many miss or page faults are there? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 number of page faults are there in this case. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can try this using 3 frames also. Okay. So this is the question. You try this using 3 frames at home. This is your homework. Okay. You do this. If any question, you can ask me. Right. You try this using 3 frames. Okay. For LRU. Okay. Least recently used. The last one is optimal page replacement algorithm. Okay. So optimal page replacement algorithm is saying that replace the page which will not be used for the longest duration of time in near future, in the future. Okay. So here, in case of actually LRU, what you were seeing which page you were replacing that page which is present away from the current page in the left hand side, you are replacing that. But in case of optimal, it is opposite of that. You have to replace the page which is away in the right hand side, which is away in the right hand side. Okay. So you have to remove that page. So now you start from here. Initially all frames are free backend. So first 7 is required by processor. So say no, since no pages are present, initially all are vacant. So page fault miss. So bring the page from hard disk. Then load here, loaded. Then again 0 required. So 0 is not present, miss. So load here. 1 is required, 1 not present. So load here. 2 is required, 2 not present. Load here, load here. Okay. Now all the frames are filled. Okay. So 4 misses are there. Up to this. Now processor requires which page? 0 number page. Now see whether 0 present or not. Yes, 0 present. So hit, no problem, it will take. Then required is 3. So 3 is present or not? No, 3 is not present. So what to do? You have to bring the page number 3 from hard disk and load here, but no frames are free here. You have to remove someone. So which one to remove? Now you have to see among these 2, 1, 0 and 7, which page number, which page is away from this point in the right hand side. In the right hand side, you have to see among these, okay, among these 2, 1, 0, 7, which is away, far away from this. So 2 is here, 0 is here, 7 is not there, 1 is also not there, but 2 and 0 is there. 0 is here, 2 is there. Okay, 0, 2 are there, but page number 1 and page number 7 is not there. Okay, now what to do? Which one to remove? There are 2 options. Yes or no? Because these are not, this page number 1 and page number 7 are not going to be used in near future. They will not be used. Yes or no? They will not be used. So you can remove these pages because they will not be used in future. So this optimal is saying that replace the page which will not be used for longest duration of time. So in fact, they will not be used. So because no requirement, processor does not require these two pages next in future. So you have to remove either 1 or 7, but better you remove this one, 7. Among these, if you have two options, then you apply FIFO there, which is the oldest, you remove that. Okay. Now among this 1 and 7, 7 is the oldest, you remove 7. So write here 3. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now 3 is written here. Now again see the next 0 required, 0 present, so hit no problem. 4 next 4. So 4 is not present, so miss. Okay. Now you see you have to bring 4 and write here in one of these frames. Now which one to remove? So you have to see from this point, you see in the right hand side among these 2, 1, 0, 3, which is away from this point. So 2 is present here near, 3 is also present here near, 0 is also present here. So which is away? 1. 1 is not present here. So you can remove this one. Okay, so in place of 1, we written 4. 4 is written. Okay. So now next, go to next. 2 required, 2 is present here, hit. Now 3 required, 3 is also present, hit. 0 required, 0 also hit. So now 3 required, 3 is also present, hit. 2 required, 2 also present, hit. 3 required again, 3 also hit. So all are hit. So no page fault. Okay. So now how many page faults are there? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 page faults are there. Okay. So this way, this optimal page replacement algorithm works. Okay. So any question?
Sir, sir, computer, how it is implemented before knowing which pages will come, how can we do?
See, uh, we know that there is a concept of principle of locality. Yes or no? In principle of locality, we know that there are two methods. One is temporal locality, the other one is spatial locality. Okay. Temporal locality saying that we should keep those pages or data items which is recently used, you keep that close to the processor. Okay. So that is we used in the LRU, least recently used. Okay. And this one which will be used in near future, that's a prediction. You may use that spatial locality. In case of spatial locality, what we are seeing, the data items which are close to the recently used data item that may be used in the near future. So using that concept, you can bring that which may be used in near future. That's the case. Okay. So these reference page reference strings are that. So these will be used in near future. Of course, you know that in case of when instruction is executed, okay, see, whenever you are executing the program or software, the software consists of several instructions. Now, which instruction will be executed after which instruction, you know that. Yes or no? Because you have already written the instruction one after the other. Do you know this or not?
Yes, sir.
So you know which instruction or which pages or which instruction will be executed after which. Processor knows that. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
Because you have written program and you have written program sequentially one instruction after the other. Like that you have written millions of instructions you have written. Now which instruction will be executed after which instruction, that is given in the program, in the software. That is there. Because you have written instruction in that manner. Yes or no? So you know, that means processor knows which instruction to fetch after what. So which may be required. So it actually happens uh, up to 10 or 20, 50 or up to a certain number of pages, processor actually gives the reference that I will require this number of pages for this time. Okay, so it will bring. Is that clear? So processor knows that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It depends on your program. Okay. So now this is the question to you for you. Do the same for 3 frames. So do it. Now tell me how many number of page faults are there. Quick, do it fast.
Sir, algorithm.
Algorithm same optimal.
Okay, sir.
In case of optimal, we are removing the page. We are seeing it in the right hand side, which is away in the right hand side. In case of LRU, we are seeing which page is away in the left hand side. Okay? This is the difference. In case of LRU, you see in the left hand side which is away. And in the case of optimal, you see in the right hand side which is away. Okay? And in case of FIFO, you see the oldest page which has come first. You remove that. Okay? You'll get question, you may get question in exams. This comes, long question comes. Okay, so understand it.
So 7.
How much?
7.
7. Okay, any other answer? Anyone else did? Confirm it, whether it is 7 or not.
Yes, sir. 7.
7, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's 7. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir,
So,
one doubt, sir.
yes, tell.
Sir, at the last when the sir files 3, 4, and 5 are coming, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, there earlier the string left was 5, 2, and 1.
Yes.
Sir, 5 in frame 1, 2 in frame 2, and 1 in frame 3.
Ah.
So, sir, then which one to remove
Yes,
that time?
if you find that situation, in that case, you use just use FIFO.
Okay, sir, okay.
Okay, you can use FIFO at that time. Means which is the oldest, you just remove that. If you have multiple options in the same situation, just remove the oldest one. Okay. So you can apply this in optimal and LRU also. If you have multiple options, okay, then you again apply their FIFO. Okay. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, your memory system is complete. Okay. Fourth module is complete. And the PDF file I have already given you. Okay. So now we'll start the next, the basic processing unit. Okay. Okay. So this is module 3. At any point of time, if you have any question, then you should ask me. Okay. 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 So basic processing unit. So this is actually execution unit. Okay. We already discussed input unit, output unit. We already discussed memory unit. Okay. Now we'll discuss how instructions are executed and what components are used during the execution of the instructions. Okay. So this is the diagram that shows the execution of an instruction. Okay, it shows the basic operational concepts how instruction is executed. Now you can see this is your processor. Okay, this is your processor, and this is your memory, and processor memory are connected by using 3 bus: address bus, data bus, and control bus. Okay, so address bus is used to carry address, data bus is used to carry data, control bus is used to carry control signal. Okay, and inside the processor we know that we have ALU, we have control unit, we have special purpose registers like MAR, MDR, then we have PC, program counter, we have IR, instruction register, and then we have some general purpose registers like R0, R1 up to Rn-1. Okay, so what is the purpose of this PC? Can you tell me? Tell me, what's the purpose of PC? Program counter? It gives address of next instruction to be executed. Okay? Program counter gives address of next instruction to be executed, and the instruction is executed where? Here. ALU executes the instruction, and this ALU executes instructions under the control of, under the supervision of this control unit. Control unit gives the control signal, and based on that ALU operates. Okay? So all the operations here is controlled by control unit. Okay. Now PC program counter gives instruction address of the next instruction to be executed. So whatever instruction, all instructions and data are present in memory, because you have written, you whenever you write program and you give data to the program, where it is stored, it is there in the memory. Okay. All programs and data are present in the memory. So all instructions of the program and data are fetched from memory, then they are coming to the processor and they are executed after that. Okay. Now how the instruction is fetched and how the operand is fetched, how they are executed, let us discuss that. Okay. I have already discussed that in the first module, and I'm repeating that again. Okay. Just to remind you. So here MAR stores address of the instruction. Okay. And MDR stores data. Whenever data comes from memory, it has to come to MDR first. Then from MDR, it will go to the general purpose register or ALU for execution. Okay. And whenever you want to store data in memory, so data will go from the register to MDR, then from MDR go to memory. Okay. And control signals are going from the control unit to the memory. Okay. And control unit also give control signal to these components also. Okay. To ALU also. Okay. General purpose registers like R0, R1 up to Rn-1, they are used to store data temporarily. So these registers are used by the ALU for storing data temporarily. PC gives address of next instruction to be executed. IR stores the instruction fetched from the memory. Okay. So whenever instruction is fetched from the IR, from the memory, they come to MDR. Whether it is instruction or data, whenever anything is fetched from memory, that comes to MDR. Then from MDR, the instruction goes to IR. Okay. And then from IR, it is taken by the control unit. Then it is decoded, and then it is executed. Okay. And whenever data comes from memory, it will go come to MDR from memory. Then from MDR, it will go to this general purpose register or to the ALU. Okay. So this way, the execution of instruction is done. So these are the steps. First, instruction is fetched. Instruction fetch is done. Instruction fetch means the program counter will give address of the instruction, and that address is loaded here in MAR, and MAR is the register that is connected to this memory unit. Okay, using the address bus. Okay, and address bus has the wires, set of lines, and using those wires and set of lines, you can identify that particular location here in the memory, okay, where you want to read or write. So now you want to read the instruction. So when you load the address of the instruction here, the location where the instruction is present in the memory, that is identified, okay. Then control unit will generate a read signal from that memory address. So after that read signal generated by the control unit, that instruction will come from memory, okay. Read operation will be done. That instruction will come to, from memory will come to the MDR, okay. Then from MDR, it will go to the IR, instruction register. Then from instruction register, it will go to the control unit. Control unit will decode that instruction, okay. That is done in the instruction decode phase, okay. In instruction phase, instruction is fetched and that comes to here, okay. And also in that phase, this program counter value is also incremented to point to the next instruction. That is done in the instruction phase, okay. And in instruction decode phase, what happens? The instruction present in the instruction register, which is just phase, that is decoded, okay. Then after decoding the instruction, processor get to know that what operation to perform, whether to add or to subtract or to multiply or do some other operation. That is that we get to know after it is decoded, okay. Then operand is fetched, then executed, then result is stored. So your time, I think, is over. Yes, the time is over. So we'll discuss the rest in the next class. Okay. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you.